Tornadoes begin with a thunderstorm, but not just any thunderstorm. These are especially powerful, towering thunderstorms called supercells.
Reaching up to over 50,000 feet, they bring high force wind, giant hailstone, sometimes flooding and great flashes of lightning too. There are the kind of storm that breed tornadoes, but only if there are also very specific conditions in place, clues that we can measure and look out for when we're trying to forecast a storm.
Rising air is the first ingredient needed for a tornado to develop. Any storm is formed when condensation occurs, the byproduct of the clouds. The condensation releases heat, and heat becomes the energy that drives huge upward draft of air. The more condensation and the bigger the storm clouds grow, the more powerful those upward drafts become. In supercells, this rising air mass is particularly strong. As the air climbs, it can change direction and start to move more quickly. Finally, at the storm base, if there is a lot of moisture, a huge cloud base develops, giving the tornado something to feed off later if it gets that far.
When all these things are in place, a vortex can develop enclosed by the storm and forming a wide, tall tube of spinning air that then gets pulled upwards. We call this a mesocyclone. Outside, cool, dry, sinking air starts to wrap around the back of these mesocyclones, forming what's known as a rear flank downdraft. This unusual scenario creates a stark temperature difference between the air inside the mesocyclones and the air outside, building up a level of instability that allows a tornado to thrive. Then, the mesocyclone's lower part becomes tighter, increasing the speed of the wind. If, and that's a big if, this tunnel of air moves down into that large, moist cloud base at the bottom of the parent storm, it sucks it in and turns into a rotating wall of cloud, forming a link between the storm that created it and the earth.
The second that tube of spinning cloud touches the ground, it becomes a tornado. Most are small and short-lived, producing winds of 65–110 miles per hour, but others can last for over an hour. They are beautiful but terrifying, especially if you or your town is in its
In
path.
that case, no one, not even tornado just like me, angel waiting this unfold. Just like everything, however, tornadoes do come to an end. When the temperature difference disappears and conditions grow more stable, or the moisture in the air dips up the ionosphere, parent storm loses momentum and draws its tornado back inside.
Even so, meteorologists and storm chasers like me will remain on the lookout, always watching to see if the storm releases its long rope again.